Ahead of CCTV's general election live show on Thursday, I sat down with Romsey and Southampton North's Justice and Anti-Corruption Party candidate and party leader, Don Jerrard. Why did you get into politics, and why are you running in Romsey and Southampton North this time round?
We decided at the time of the MP's election expenses scandal, MP's expenses scandal, we decided that we would form a party. The key policy of our party is to help victims of injustice, to help get justice for victims of abuse of power, and to expose corruption and try and stop it. But the fact is that what's happening in our country at the moment is there is indeed a greater division between the rich and the poor, and this is one of the reasons it's happening. If you want education, you've almost got to pay for it again. In fact, you do have to pay for it again. And that is always going to favour those whose parents have got more money.
What are your thoughts when Theresa May called the snap election?
I was astonished. I'm frankly extremely angry that she called the election. She messed up our county council election. I am a complete dedicated Brexiter. I was the UKIP parliamentary candidate for Fareham for 3 months until I had a row with the senior people at UKIP, which many people have had too. I certainly supported Theresa May in trying to get a good deal to get out of Europe. I think we should get out of Europe even if it's a bad deal, but certainly I think she was the best person to get a good deal. But I do not think she should have called the election. We had been promised 5-year fixed terms, and that was to stop prime ministers being able to suddenly decide they wanted an election for their own benefit. And suddenly she goes and calls one, wrecking all the county council elections at the time anyway, with no thought about that whatever. And as far as I'm concerned, her reason for calling it ultimately was it was a power thing from her. She wanted to increase her majority. She saw the chance to do it, and I think it was a disgraceful thing to do, and it was a disgraceful waste of money, and I think it's going to rebound on her to some extent. I hope she wins, because I want to get a good deal for Brexit. Well, one thing I would like to get across is the other area which I expressed my great interest in is policing. Of course, I've stood twice as Police and Crime Commissioner. This has really come out, and this is indeed under our material. It was under our material that policing was not being dealt with properly, but it's really come out with the terrorism that's happened, the terrible attacks. Look what happened in Manchester. The terrorist was known to the police. An imam in the local mosque where he went to had told the police. They knew there was a network, and yet nobody did anything. And you know what the reason for that is? There's not enough policemen, and the policemen are being taken away from the local communities. Now, this is something I've fought with a passion for years. It's why we went into the Police and Crime Commission elections.
Thank you very much, and best of luck.
Thank you.